Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuesday's Art Enrichment lesson. This week we are doing 3D artwork and I'm super excited about it. Today's project is a project that comes from way back in the day. It comes from the 1800s. This is before they had cameras, this is before they had cell phones, before they had TVs, back when they had to ride horses to get to places. So this project is called a thaumatrope. I know, weird name, right? Thaumatrope. The thaumatrope was invented in 24, and it uses something called the persistence of vision principle. Weird, I know. What that means is an image will stay in your eye for a moment. And when you take your two images on the thaumatrope and you start to spin them, it creates one image in your brain. Let me show you what that looks like. Here's one of my examples I made. And when you spin it, it should look like the watering can is watering the flower. And this is using the persistence of vision principle in a thaumatrope. I'm super excited about this one. It is so much fun to make, and this one's actually pretty easy. Now, before I flip you guys over, I wanted to tell you guys about my live this Friday. I want you guys to all come to it. Even if you don't have the supplies, I want you guys to come to my live and chat with me. It's going to be this Friday at 2 p.m. Wednesday's project is going to connect with Thursdays and Fridays. Wednesday, we're going to make a box and we're going to fill it with some under the sea stuff. Thursday, we are going to make some homemade Play-Doh, really easy. Salt, flour, and water is all you need. And then on Friday, on my live, I'm going to show you guys how to use that Play-Doh and make a bunch of under the sea little things. I'm super excited about this 3D art week. I hope you guys are too. Let me get you flipped over and show you how to make this thaumatrope. Here are the materials laid out to make the thaumatrope. Right here you need some kind of either cardboard. This is my cardboard from yesterday from making the never-ending sculpture. If you use cardboard, you're going to want paper to draw on top of. If you don't have any cardboard, you can use a paper plate. The back of the paper plate is nice and smooth, and you should be able to draw on that just fine, and you won't need the white paper. You can also draw on cereal boxes. There are any number of thick papers. If you have cardstock, it's originally designed on cardstock, but I don't have any cardstock at my house, so I had to come up with other ideas. So cardboard and paper or paper plates. You're definitely going to need some scissors to cut out your circle. This is a lid to a spray can that I have, and this is going to give me a nice good size circle. Something to make the circle with. This is just my regular old pencil. And you can also draw your picture on your thaumatrope with this pencil as well. Something to add a little bit of color. You'll see why I have this highlighter here in just a minute. And you're going to need to be able to glue your two pieces of paper together. The place where this differs a little bit, I'm giving you two very different options, is one, you can stick it on a stick. This is just a regular barbecue stick. Or you can stick it on a straw. If you don't have any of this, if you have an extra pencil, you can put on a pencil. You're going to put your two pictures right here, and then when you twist it, it's going to twist the image, and it's going to show your two pictures together. Or the other way to do it is with string. You're going to take your disc, you're going to punch two holes in the side, and you're going to put two pieces of string. When you pull the string, it makes the disc flip. I'm going to show you how to make both of these. So set that stuff aside for now. And I want to start off on my cardboard first. So I'm going to set my plate aside. And remember, we want to help save the paper. So we are not going to do this smack in the middle, but I'm going to use an edge. I'm going to use my pencil, and I'm going to trace around. There we go. And then I just need to cut around my circle. Remember, if it gets too tough to cut, just turn it, start cutting from somewhere else. There we go. There is my circle. And I just want to clean up this edge a little bit. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it onto my paper. And I'm going to put it at the top of the paper and trace it twice. The reason I'm tracing my circle instead of the cap is because when I cut it out, my circle got changed a little bit. Okay, did you notice how I kind of flipped this one over? So this is going to be X side, and this is going to be T side. T. X. Don't draw it in the circle because that is where I need to draw my picture. I can draw it on here because I'm going to glue it onto this piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to zoom you guys in. This way you can see what I am drawing. So I want to make a jar, like a mason jar, on this one where the inside is empty. And on this one, I'm going to draw fireflies that are glowing. That's why I have my Sharpie. Probably. Let's fast forward. Okay, there is my drawing that I made that I traced over with ink. Now I am erasing my pencil lines, but I'm being careful not to erase where I need to cut. And then in this one, I want to draw little teeny tiny fireflies. Now I want to use my highlighter, color the little butt, color the butt. Now shine lines all the way around. Now remember, you don't have to draw the exact same picture as me. If you want to come up with your own idea, I really, really like that. You don't have to draw these bugs in a jar. You could draw a bird in a cage, a cat and a fish, a cat and a mouse. I mean, there are endless things. You could draw a shark and a surfer. Whatever you draw, just make sure you leave open space in the first drawing for the second drawing to fit. If you want to draw like a cat, so you draw the cat over here, and then you draw the mouse over here so that they each have their own space. Let me zoom you right back out. And now I want to cut out my circles. Okay, so now remember how I marked it with a T and an R, an X, sorry. So the T one was the first one, that's this one. I'm going to line it up so that paper is not sticking out everywhere. There we go. Whatever kind of glue you have at your house, or tape, or whatever you have, let's glue it on. Not a lot of glue is needed, but you definitely want to make sure you get the edges really well. See how little glue I've actually put on that. Press and hold and count in your head. If you want to make your circle much bigger, you can. If you want to make it smaller, I wouldn't. I would do it at least the size of your palm. Now, I have an adult palm. You guys have a smaller palm. So, you get the idea. Flip it over. Let's glue these buggy wugs. Yes, I said buggy wugs. Okay, here's where you do have to be really, really careful. You want to make sure that your pictures are lined up. Oop, flip that guy over. Okay, this one I'm going to put on a string. Make sure this side gets glued down. This is a part where you might need to ask somebody for help. You can take a pair of scissors, you can take something pokey. We're going to poke 2 holes on the side. Ooh, that was a loud pop. Please be very careful. Ooh, I broke the tip. Okay. There we go. Hole. Please, please, please get some adult help for this step. Okay. Make sure your holes aren't too close to the edge, because if they're too close to the edge, the string will just pop right out. You don't have to do this on cardboard. If you did it on the paper plate or a thinner piece of cardboard, it would be a lot easier to poke the holes through. But I did it on corrugated cardboard, and so it made it a lot more difficult to put the holes in. So take some yarn or string or whatever you have. Where is my end? Ah, there we go. Now everything I saw online had the string doubled, so I'm going to do my string doubled. Take my string, cut it in half here so that I create 2 strings. Then I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to put this right here. And I'm going to take my pencil or the stick, I'm going to shove it through the hole. Bam! Now I have this little loop right here. Just going to take my strings through the loop and pull tight. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now we want to twist this up a little bit while I'm holding the 2 strings in my hands. And then we're gonna hold it and let it flip. That was really cool. I should flip it over so that in the camera, the jar is in the right place. I'm gonna do this a little bit longer. All right, hold it tight, hold it tight. You guys see that? That's so cool. I might even try slowing that down in my camera and playing it for you guys again. I'm just doing this again for my own fun. It looks like they're inside the jar. I love this project. It's so much fun. Alright, so for option number 2, the Thaumatrope on a stick, I'm going to take a piece of paper plate. You can take any thin cardboard you have around your house. My circle thingy. Draw a circle. And draw a second circle. And as you guys can see, there's plenty of room on this plate that you can make a lot more than just one. It's really up to you however many you want to make. Let's do some fast forward cutting. Okay, here are my 2 sides. Let's put them together. Make sure that when we glue them together, it's all going to be good. I know you probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a little bit of an overlap right here. So I'm going to sneak it off. Then after you glue it, you can also go back and cut it again. Okay, so there's a shiny side and a matte side. I want to draw on the matte side, not the shiny side. That's where it's going to get glued together. Now, This is where your imagination can go wild. Make anything you want. I just thought of a really cute idea. You could do an empty fish bowl and a fish on this side, but what I think I want to do is a little flower over here and a little watering can watering the flower. So I'm going to draw that with pencil, and we're going to zoom in. Okay, flower. Maybe draw with markers today. There's my little drooping flower. I'm going to add a little bit of brown down here. Now I don't need to draw any grass on this one. I only need to draw the watering can. And I'm not even going to draw the whole watering can. I'm just going to draw the front of it. There we go. There's my little watering can with some water coming out. My little droopy flower. Cleaning up my markers. Okay, now I'm going to use this stick. Flip this one over. Make sure I'm lining it up just right. Lots and lots of glue. Unlike last time, I need a little bit of glue. This time I need a lot of glue. Kind of wish my glue wasn't white. Let's see. A lot of glue. Stick. Even more glue right here. Maybe even roll it. Okay. This one, I would even say hold it for a full minute. Of course, I'm going to fast forward through that. Okay, be super, super careful when you pick it up to check on it. Oh no, good thing that wasn't solidly glued. Okay, I think off camera, I'm going to give this a chance to fully dry, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how it does. Alright, I have it all glued up. Let me take you out a little bit and show you the beauty of this Thaumatrope. It actually looks a little bit better in person. It's a little bit hard to see it on camera. Maybe if I roll slower. There we go. Alright guys, I hope you have fun with this 3D work of art. Come up with lots of different design ideas. They could be scary like a shark attacking someone, or you could be cute and sweet like a little goldfish, or you can do my little fireflies in a jar. It is completely up to you. I hope you have fun with these Thaumatropes. Happy creating!